Okay. Hey, make sure this is up. Come on. Yeah, okay, right on. Cool. So yeah, Team Burgers won. I'm happy. Got 3 of them. With the beer today, this was on sale. It's still expensive though. It was $2.89 for the 1 can. I've never tried this before, but I've seen other people drinking it. I'm getting a super strong Team Burger smell. Oh, is that ever a light beer? I don't know. Where's this from? France. Well, Blanc, I guess. Hey, Capture, thanks. Try this stuff out. I'm a little iffy on this. It's so light. That's not bad. It's pretty good. Napkins. Gotta love the $3.99 Team Burgers. And I grabbed a whole bunch of ketchup. Alright. I don't know. They did the naming thing like I think even before I was born. I think it was a big thing way back in the day. Yeah, we'll do a Wendy's live stream here one day too. I like Wendy's. Nothing wrong there. Like a nicely made Team Burger. Since I'm not doing a review, I'm dipping it in ketchup. Kamloops, no smoke. No smoke for the last couple of days. It's been nice and cool. It's actually not scorching hot in here today. It's about, I think, 24 right now. Okay, Team Burger. Did they get bacon in there? They better have. Yeah. Those are so good. No, it's not a review. Well, it's kind of is. It's just every couple of weeks I try to do a live stream just to talk to everyone. But every single live stream, something has got smashed. What's going on, Polaris? Runa? Oh yeah, these are so delicious though. I love the pickle, onion, and mustard on the bottom. Takes this burger to the next level. It's like 2 different burgers. The Mazda is a super good burger too. I put myself in the shoes of the person who goes through the drive-thru and they don't have much time, so they got to eat in their car. How would they feel if they had no napkins? They're going to be furious, right? Like, what are they going to do? Wipe their hands on their seats? So that's my mentality behind the napkins. You should always have napkins. Self-serve ones are kind of iffy because they should put them, like, Papa John's is the best. You walk in, they got a table, it's just full of napkins. There's no way you can miss them. Where other places, they kind of put them off to the side. Or Tim Hortons, who loads them in wrong, so you can't even get one. You have to take the thing apart. The best napkins, though, are Triple O's. Their napkins are phenomenal. Like, super good quality. You could use them probably a few times. What's up, Sally Smith? It was bad. The cleanup was bad. I noticed the windows, I got to redo them because the rag I used kind of was a little bit dirty when I did it. So it left a bit of a film. But other than that, I redid the table this morning. So that's nice. I did the floor around here. All the baseboards needed to be done. That wall with the map on it, covered, completely covered. So I spent a good chunk of time yesterday, and today I just fine-tuned it. Other than that, not much of it made it this way. Some of it on the cabinets there, but it mostly went that way, other than all over me. It was a bad one. The NW is so good. This wasn't bad for price. They're on sale for $3.99. I got 3 of them. $11.97, $12.57 with tax. That's not bad for 3 teens. You go in there, usually just a teen combo is like 13 bucks. That's not a bad beer. It's expensive though. Yeah, I got McDonald's coupons too. I was seeing if anyone wanted that. I don't know if I should, because NFL starts tomorrow, and it used to be a tradition. I used to go get McDonald's before football. I stopped doing that, but sometimes when I get coupons, or else I usually just make a nice breakfast for myself and hope for the best for my fantasy team that I've never ever won ever. That's right, Bruna. I got a story for you guys. So you noticed yesterday in my video, the chili one, I put the, in the background there, I put the KFC Ruffles. That was plan A yesterday. So, I'm like, what did I do? I went for a run yesterday morning. I'm like, I've got to compare them with the KFC chicken. So I should just wait till Tuesday and get cheap KFC Tuesday meal. I'm like, I wonder if they just would sell a couple pieces of chicken. So I go online, I check online, and yeah, they do. They sell, you can either buy a drumstick or you can buy, so I'm like, well, you can buy 2 pieces of chicken. So I click on it, put it in my cart. It was like $8.39 for 2 pieces of chicken. I'm like, oh. And then I scroll down to the drumstick. 1 drumstick was $3.20. I'm just like, that's ridiculous. But anyways, I didn't order online. I went there. So as I get there, I park. And some guy's walking away from the building. He's like, no Taco Bell. I'm like, what? No Taco Bell? He's like, because I have a KFC Taco Bell. And so the guy's like, yeah. He's like, they're short-staffed. They're only making KFC. I'm like, okay, well, that works for me. I get there, and now the door's locked. And they completely closed down. They didn't have enough staff. So I did have the chili in my head for plan B. But that's why I didn't do the Ruffles one yesterday. So I'll probably will just wait till Tuesday now and get the cheap chicken. That's crazy though, like $8.39 for 2 pieces of chicken. Thanks, Brant. I like my thumbnails. Try not to do them too flashy. The smash, yeah, that was, the ice cream was worse because I would still be cleaning today because you have to keep cleaning off the layers of sticky. Where if it's grease, you can just, a little bit of detergent and get it off in one shot. They're all teen burgers. I got 3 teen burgers. They're on sale. I don't know. We'll figure that out though. Better not be a chicken burger in there. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks, Brad. I like my bald head. I was so nervous when I started going bald and I shaved it for the first time. I'm like, please just be round. Because you never know, right? When people shave their head, sometimes they have a cone head. They got to live with that. The new mic is over there and over there. I don't know if it works with the phone. I guess I can try it. I know, like the thumbnails. I always get comments on Reddit for why is this guy always so angry? And it's just as simple as I take like 7 or 8 pictures, and I come home and I scroll through them, and whichever one I'm just like, that one's so stupid, and then I put it on there. I like the Little Caesars one I did this week. That was a terrible picture, but I used it. I know, it's crazy that like the A&W, it just had one cook and 2 people, one guy in the drive-thru and one person in the dining area. Same with Burger King. I went, what did I do this week? The pretzel bun one. I went there and there's 2 girls working. That was it. One of them, they were kind of like splitting things up. And then I drove by Arby's and it was all ripped apart. And I'm like, no, they closed down. And then a big sign said they're renovating. So that's a good sign, because that Arby's is always busy. I can't see it going out of business. So, and if they're upgrading it, that means they're going to be there for a while, I hope. I took some serious heat when I smashed that the chubby chicken burger. Some people love that thing. I was really blown away by the Jollibee one, though. I wonder how much a Jollibee franchise is, because those burgers were good. Be a good idea to open one in Kamloops. Sorry, George Elliott. I know it sucks. I got a buddy I work with, and he went bald like in his early 20s, and he's got a nice looking head, but he sticks with the hat, and now he's got like old man head. Like he's not that old. He's like, I don't know, 33, 34, but he's got like when the brown spots from just from wearing a hat his whole life. I think, I don't know. What's up, Tiffany? Oh yeah, okay. Quick chug, sure. Every sip of this I have, I'm liking it more. This is good beer. It's expensive though. 1664 from France. Yeah, that Whistle Dog, I wouldn't have got it unless I was reviewing it. And then it ran out, like in BC, no one can get one for a while. I mean, it's just a hot dog, really. I guess the old version had Texas toast that came in, so they didn't really release it properly. Yeah, Mozza's my number 2 A&W burger. What's going on, Neil? What's up, Robert? Yep, drinking the 1664, $2.89 this week, or this month. And I did 3 teen burgers. Get the second one here. Just want to make sure I don't have a chicken. Or even worse, a plant-based. No, they're both teens. We'll go with this one here. All right, go for a couple more ketchups here. So A&W switched to French's. Remember when A&W had like the big packs of ketchup where it was like 2 packs in one? Those were awesome. Probably lost money on that. Oh, I did not know that. You could add whatever. I like sites that, especially pizza places where you can just switch all the toppings around. No questions asked. Okay, second teen burger. Big chunk of lettuce there. It had the melted cheddar cheese on it, so it looked different color. Have you guys tried those KFC Ruffles? I heard that one guy commented that they taste like the gravy more than the chicken. So I'll get a couple pieces, maybe just one piece of the chicken, and a gravy. A gravy is probably like, what, $4 or $5 even for a small one. And then we'll compare it. Yeah, this was a good week for videos. But the thing is, I wanted to do that. I remember last live stream I talked about the sitting outside there and doing a live stream outside the restaurant. And I was just so busy all week. This week, oh, I'm still on holidays, so I'm going to try for sure to do that. I think that's a great idea. I love egg on burgers. I don't know who came up with that. Was it the Roethlisberger? Was that an egg on the burger? I can't remember. So I finally finished Shadows of Mordor. The one from 2014, like the super old one. That was a good game. I made it so that I was pretty much invincible by the end, and then I just did all the story quests at the end. It was a good game though. And so now I bought Outer Worlds was on sale for $26. So I bought that. I started that. It's pretty good so far. Well, I like spicy food, so but I also try to keep that in mind when I'm trying something, that if somebody doesn't eat spicy food, would this be hot to them? And the Blazing Baconator, I got no heat, none at all. It tasted just like a Baconator to me. It really did. I could taste the difference because I was looking for it. But if somebody just handed it to me and said this is a Baconator, I would have not known. I didn't get any kick whatsoever. A few of the comments also agreed with me, but yeah. Unless that sauce is spicy and I just didn't get a lot of sauce on it, but they did make it really good. Like, it was nice and fresh. It had everything on it. I had no kick from it at all. But after I smashed it, I should have broke off a piece of the bacon and tried it, and it did have kind of like a sweet candy taste to it. So that kind of I missed in the review, but it still made no difference. Like, it still tasted too much like a Baconator to call it a Blazing Baconator. No. Yeah, the best burger ever burger, which was actually the worst burger ever burger. I hope that chef retired. Those there was not what was wrong with that thing? There was no seasoning on it at all. It was just deep fried pickles, a little bit of sauce. That was a gross burger. It was $8.99. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't look at the prices anymore. If you want to have a YouTube channel reviewing food, you can't look at the prices or else it gets you really angry. Sometimes it's so high that it's funny. Like the 2 pieces of chicken for $9. I do like Fallout. That was the thing with that game, is everyone thought it was going to be like New Vegas, but it's not. It's more linear, right? It directs you where to go, but I'm having a blast so far. I'm only about an hour in. Oh yeah, if Luther goes and buys a regular Baconator and spices it up, it'll be, I wouldn't be able to touch it. Can you order the Teen Burger combo and still just have the burger charge $3.99? I should have looked. I know they have the combo on the big board there, and I don't know if it was priced for the combo or not. I'm going to say I think you can get it for a cheaper price, because I don't know why they would be advertising it on the board like that. Yeah, in the States, but what they do have in the States that we don't have is the deep fried cheese curds. I'd like to try it down there. Oh yeah, so here's the latest on the Jets glass. I found a guy on eBay that has two of them. The one, not this one, the one I broke. And he's just like, he doesn't have a store or nothing. He's just some random guy, and he was just selling two of them. They're used. And so I agreed to buy them. And then I finally got the tracking number. So he did ship them, and they're in like Kentucky right now. So they're coming up from the States. So he sold them to me for $10, and then it was like $40 for shipping, but I don't care. Those are so hard to find. I don't care. So I'm just crossing my fingers they get here undamaged. I bought two of them. And the whole family will be back together at that point. Other than the watch. I got to get the watch fixed too. Getting full. I don't really want to smash a whole Teen Burger, so I'll take a few bites out of this. You know what I noticed too is when I smash now, because the new apron, it's got these pockets in it. So anything that comes back and it hits me, it goes down into these pockets. Like yesterday, I found a whole bunch of rice in my wash machine. I'm like, what, rice? And then I realized it was from that terrible chili, and the rice flew into the pockets there. Oh yeah, the floats. I don't know if they still do floats. And those big A&W mugs with the root beer. Oh, delicious. There's the cheese on there, so that probably looks like the chicken burger. Popeyes isn't bad. It's good chicken. I watched like once a week or something. I'll check for other Canadian reviewers and just try and support them. And I saw a guy. He did like the Canadian. I guess he moved to Canada and he's made a video where he's like, "These are the best fast food tiers in Canada," and he made like this chart showing all like the best fast food places, and he had in like third place was Subway, and I'm like, so all I wrote was like, this is not legit. Like this is not. Nobody should be looking at this. If you're putting Subway in third place, and he had KFC all the way down at the bottom. I don't care. Like KFC can suck sometimes, but their original recipe chicken is delicious. There's no way it's at the bottom. And they got Subway's in third place. Oh, what a disaster that place. I guess some A&Ws have float bars. Somebody wrote that in the comments. Mine don't. I checked all. I think we have 4 of them in town here. Oh well, like a float bar or something. I have not done the chicken strips from A&W, and I'm waiting for the fish and chips to come back too. I never did that. Popeye's favorite fast food chicken. That's like, and Mary Brown's too. Like the best chicken sandwiches, but their chicken itself isn't that good, and it's so expensive. And also, I've never done it. Chester Fried Chicken. So you go to the Chester Fried website, and they've got like all these chicken sandwiches and all this stuff. I'm like super excited to go do it. And then all the Chester Fries around here just do the chicken. They don't do any of the stuff on the website. So I'm like, oh, maybe one day if I'm doing like a chicken comparison, I can pick it up. But other than that, oh, thanks, Rich Family. I appreciate it. Subway is at the very bottom of all fast food. It's garbage. Like there's nothing you get there that you're like, wow, the best you can ever say was like, oh, I didn't hate this. Nobody ever buys Subway and was like, oh, that is so good, I want another one. It's just the cheapest crap. I don't even know how to, whatever. Like I see something new and I just have to do it, even if I know I'm gonna hate it. I had no choice. They got the new bowls there. I might even have to do one of their bowls. We'll see if we get the flatbreads at Tim Hortons to get their little mini pizzas. I can just imagine how they do theirs. Chester Fried, I believe, is coast to coast. And it's just, like anyone who has like a little shop or something can just throw a little Chester Fried kiosks in their building, as long as they want like a big deep fryer. I got nothing bad to say about Chester Fried. Every time I've got it, it's been good. And the Mojos. But they've got like a series of chicken sandwiches now, and I can't find one. Subway, yeah. The odd time, like if you're super hungover and you want to eat something that's not so heavy, then I would go for like emergency situation. If I had to get something from Subway, I'd get the spicy Italian. Like my go-to hangover food used to be the Quiznos chicken bacon ranch. Like you're drinking and you're about to barf, and like the only thing you can think of is something that you can eat, and it was always Quiznos. And now my Quiznos is gone, but I don't drink that much anymore. Polaris drops the super chat. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it helps for sure. Especially when 2 pieces of chicken is $9. Oh, Chester, the nice amount of batter, like reminds me of the extra tasty crispy from KFC when they had that. I haven't had it in years. I haven't had it since I lived here. I drove. So we have one on the North Shore. We have 2 on the North Shore and 1 on the Reserve. And all my buddies at work are like, you got to go to the one on the Reserve. It's the best one. And I go there and it looks awesome, but they don't have any chicken burgers, and that's what I wanted to do. Good on, Rich Family. Have a good night. I'm on holiday, so I'll be hitting her hard again next week. Subway, yeah. Everybody has their own Subway go-to, but it doesn't make it good. Like, yeah, I've got a Subway go-to. We all do, but it still doesn't. Oh, it's just. Ugh. The bread that doesn't taste like bread. I remember before I moved, when I was in the other condo next door, we have a Subway on the first floor there, and all the hallways would just fill up with the bread smell, which wasn't a bad thing. But yeah, that was my tale of living there. Yeah, I get about uh, on the 21st of every month, I get about $200 because I think it shows me how much I make, but I'm pretty sure it's showing me that in American money because it's always like you're gonna get like 170 and then you get like 220. So I'm pretty sure it's showing me American and then they pay me in Canadian. But this month I've had a couple of good videos, so I should get probably 275. It's not a lot of money. It's not. It really isn't. The only thing that helps me is the tax write-offs. So I can write off all the fuel I use. I can write off my car insurance when I go get it. I can write off like a portion of my mortgage because I use like my main area here, so I can use it. I can write off a portion of that too. So that's all the stuff that helps. The actual getting paid doesn't really. I blow way more money on that. But the thing is, I can only take a loss for 4 years. So at some point in the next 2.5 years, we've got to make this thing work, guys. Charlie Biggs, I've never heard of that. Is it a chain or is there just one that's on the reserve? If it's just one, it's probably Amazing Chicken. Oh, making the video? Oh, yeah, blast. Having a blast. I love doing it. I love waking up and seeing like, oh, there's a new item. Boom, I gotta go get it. It's like it takes over my whole train of thought. I can't stop until I get that new item and I gotta get the video out. I'll take that $5 and your honesty. Who doesn't? If you're on your phone, maybe you watch the ads, but on my computer I have the ad blocker too. Who wouldn't, right? Some of the ads, like when I watch my own videos on my phone just to see if the editing was right, and I have to watch the ads. Some of the ads I don't even agree with. Like I wouldn't want them to sponsor me, but I have no choice. Not naming any names. British Columbia Health. Because it doesn't matter in Canada, if you start a business, you can only, if you can take a loss for 4 years in a row and then the government wants you to give up on it. So you can keep going, but you can't claim any tax write-offs after the first 4 years if you haven't generated any profit. So I'm not sure what happens if, say, like, I lose money the first 2 years, and then the third year I make a profit, and then the fourth year I go back to losing money. I don't know if it resets. I'm gonna have to look into that. But I'm confident the channel is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing consistently. And in 4 years, it should be over that mark. It's not like I'm, flying across the world to try different dishes and running up, hundreds of thousands of dollars, which would be awesome, but I haven't done that. That's another thing I can write off too. Like if I wanted to go on a trip and I do reviews while I'm on the trip, I can write off a portion of the airfare and stuff like that. Don't you hate that? Like when you're in the kitchen cooking something or whatever and you have YouTube on, your hands are all greasy with like raw meat or something, and then like a 2-minute ad comes on, you're just like, ugh, furious. Okay, I'm full. Delicious. Clean burger. 8.5 out of 10. These guys did a good job today too. Got a nice piece of lettuce there. Nice, gives it a bit of crunch. Tons of pickles on the bottom. I don't know what's going on with McDonald's now. You get a cheeseburger, you get one pickle. These guys load them on the bottom. You can only live stream. It doesn't matter what kind of camera you have. YouTube only lets you live stream in 720. So I was using the GoPro, and it was just such a pain in the ass to link it to your phone and then to put it onto YouTube. And then when I found out that it can only you can only do live streaming at 720. I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna use my phone. Why wouldn't I? It's the same thing. The only thing is I can't. This is the only. I can only see what's going on from here. Oh, thanks, Joe. Yeah, it takes a while to find your YouTube personality. Like, don't go watch my first video. It's horrible with the headset. But I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just like, I'm doing this and I'm gonna stick with it, and then hopefully it grows, and it did. Very very nervous that first couple of videos for sure. Yeah, I have a full-time job, 7 days on, 7 days off. So on my usually, like if I'm on night shift, it rotates day shift, night shift. On night shift, it doesn't really affect the videos. On day shift, it kind of does. Because a 12-hour shift and a new item comes out that day. Those are when I have to do like emergency evening reviews. And hopefully it's that time of the year that I still get enough light coming in the window. I hate having to switch it against the wall. I've done that a couple times. Joe, they're horrible, man. Like I ate like, I had no idea what I was doing. So like whatever I would review, I would eat half of it. Like even if it was a King sandwich from Burger King, which are huge. So I'm sitting there munching away on it. We're copper mine, and our waste product is gold. So it's most mines are like that. Like you have one primary metal, and then usually in the secondary metal. So that's where we're copper and gold. And no, there's no like it's not that concentrated of an ore body where I can see gold and copper in the walls. It's more of it's very limited amount in the. It's like grams per ton. So they have to process a lot of it to get the metal out. It's not like I'm underground and there's gold everywhere. Yeah, thanks, Sally. No, I moved here. This is why I moved to BC from Manitoba, is because Manitoba was a camp job up north. And here they were looking for long hole drillers. I was a long hole driller. And it's 15 minutes out of town. I'm like, well, it's quite a bit of a pay cut, but I'm home every night. And it's a restart. You're moved from one province. I've lived in Winnipeg my entire life, and now moved to a new province, new city. You don't know anybody. I love it. It's great. You don't have to worry about going to the mall and bumping into 3 people you knew from high school and stuff like that. It's just fresh start. I encourage it. If I was still in camp, I would have to really decide if I wanted to do YouTube anymore. Because what am I going to do? It would drive me nuts seeing everybody else reviewing new items, and I'm up in camp and I'm just chomping at the bit. Yeah, you like the chips. Lots of people like the chips ones. Well, I'm definitely doing the Ruffles. It's staring at me right now. It's got to get some chicken. And what else? Someone requested like the Pringles with the. What's that? What's that YouTube show where they eat the wings? Hot Ones. There's the Hot Ones Pringles. What's going on, Edna? Yeah, let's keep going on this beer. Oh, yeah, I guess I should start changing into smash mode. It's so nice being in here doing this and I'm not pouring sweat like last week. There's nothing wrong with these Teen Burgers. They were delicious. Yeah, but there's many benefits to living out in the woods too. Have you tried the Tim Hortons ice cream in a tub? No, I've never had any Tim Hortons in my life except for this channel doing these reviews. I've never gone to Tim Hortons and gotten something just to have it. I've not one time. I don't drink coffee, so there's zero reason for me to go there other than new items. I didn't even know they had ice cream. I don't know, but I took the bills. So we have in British Columbia, there's a website called Play Now, so you can bet. It's kind of like Sports Selects, but you can only bet on. You're allowed to bet on just one game. I didn't. I bet on 3. So I took Buffalo. I took Jacksonville tomorrow because I hope they have a good year because I took their new rookie running back. And what else did I take? I can't remember. I bet $10 I can win $55. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. That in the tubs at the grocery store. Okay, I have seen that. Yes, and I've also seen there's other Tim Hortons soups. I'm not reviewing any soup. All right, Paul. No problem. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, well, they had such a terrible coach last year, and they got what's the quarterback's name? Trevor Lawrence. 1664 blank. The first sip kind of threw me off, but I got no choice. It's expensive, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good beer. $2.89 this month in BC for just one can. And the backup beer is the old Sleeman's, on sale again. Every month it just switches. It's the cans are on sale or the bottle. And it's a really good beer. It is a little more expensive even on sale, but every time I look at this Jets glass, I just get mad. I hope those new Jets glasses get here undamaged and they're perfect. Saw some of the Bills game, Shopples at night. 49 channels instead of 2 for, oh, I got it. I bought DAZN. Went up $5 this year. It was $20 every year. And it's, they raised it $25. It's still cheaper than the old Sunday ticket, which was like $200. But this is where I get to find out what's going on in the world because I don't have cable. I don't whatever. And it just blows my mind when, because DAZN, you can watch the football games, but the Canadian commercials come on of all the new shows coming out, all the news, everything. And it's such an eye opener as to like, you can really see how people let TV guide them in their judgment, right? Like you hear people talking about something and then you see the commercial for it on the news or whatever. You're like, oh man, these people are addicted to TV. And that's where they're getting all their information. So I'm excited to see all the new commercials and how sick the world's getting. UFC tonight. You probably just watch the highlights. Joe, why would I do that? Why? No, I'm going to try my hardest this week. We're going to go do watching. We'll either do Wendy's watching or we'll do KFC Taco Bell watching, and we'll just watch people go through the drive-thru and try and guess what they're eating or getting. I think that'll be fun. Just didn't happen this week. I had videos all week long. Are you making fun of me, Paul? I know the Jets are an NFL team. I had a glass on every single one of my videos except for like the last 5. I watched the UFCs on the high seat. Oh, yeah. The next day, yeah. My buddy, when I lived in Winnipeg, my buddy would always find a pirate feed live. Always. Like, sometimes it would cut out halfway through and you'd have to find another one, but he was good at it. Yeah, next week, yeah, for sure. Hope and it's not too hot now. I couldn't really do it in the summer because it would just be like gross me sitting there pouring sweat, watching people go through the drive-thru, but it's cooled down quite a bit. But that's one of my goals, so I'm going to get that off. Oh, I forget what I gave these. I think I gave them an 8.5. Team burgers are always good. They did nothing wrong, but sometimes people just want to come here for a smash. Ugh. You guys have to be here to understand this. So when I smash something, there's sometimes you'll hear like way in the background or somewhere far like in the back, you'll hear something land like after I've smashed it. So I've smashed it. This thing is, whatever it is still in the air. And then I hear it land in the back. And that's when I know that I have a big mess. What was the worst? It was was it the BTS meal or I think it was the BTS meal where I smashed the sauce. It went up onto the ceiling, but then behind me, I could hear it was like sauce rain. It was like raining and you could hear it getting further away from you. And I knew that I made a huge mistake. The 85 Bears. Yeah, that was only 7. But that was Ditka's team, right? And the best defense ever. Yeah, my ceiling hasn't took a big hit. Oh, I see a mark. There's some chili up there, but it's on the where the sprinklers are. So it didn't hit the ceiling and the stucco, which I've already ruined anyway. Okay, well, everything's smashed. I'll probably just clean this up. I'll play a little bit of Outer Worlds tonight and get a good night's sleep and ready for some football action tomorrow. Because in BC, football starts at 10 in the morning, so it's not a good idea to start drinking until afternoon games. Okay, one more sip here. Okay, I'll zoom in on the smashed food, get you guys out of here, and I'm still on holiday, so we'll do this again next Saturday for sure. Okay, thanks guys.